Where the heck is my notebook gone? I literally just had it. Got it. Hey guys, Chris here with another video talking all things photo business, photo career. If you've recently decided that you want to become a photographer, you might be starting to get stuck in this place of going, do I want to do natural light photography? Do I want to do studio? Like, how do I work out what's the best way to go? Which is a fair enough question. So in this video, we're gonna have the top 5 reasons why natural light photography is awesome, but also to be objective, we're gonna have the top 5 reasons why studio photography is awesome and why you should look at either of them as a good choice to pursue. So to kick things off with natural light photography, we're gonna have reason 1 being portability. So being portable is one of the greatest assets, one of the greatest tools that's gonna help you actually enjoy photography. If you're gonna have to lug around all different cases and bags and gear and all this sort of stuff, it's not really gonna make the time really enjoyable. It's not gonna make photography fun, whether it's just for yourself or whether you're doing it as part of being a paid photographer. If you've got all your kit in one backpack, like your camera bodies, lenses, filters, batteries, all that sort of stuff, awesome. You can basically run and go. Everything is easy, it's sorted. You can get to the location, pull out your one camera with your lens, start shooting, and you're into it already. If you've got all this other gear you need to bring and you're not portable, that's gonna really slow up the process. You might miss that crucial time moment. Your models might be getting frustrated. Your client, if it's a paid shoot, might be starting to get frustrated. You're having to set everything up. Being able to be portable and being able to go run and gun is easily a really big thing that I know I love personally about natural light photography. Which brings us to reason number 2, which is having a good environment, contextualizing the situation with natural light photography. So being able to be like out and about, whether that's, in something like a warehouse or whether you're at a beach or a mountain or whatever, being able to help the audience actually contextualize and understand exactly what's going on and paint the picture for them of what they need to be seeing and understanding is going to be absolutely crucial, especially if you're doing paid work. That's going to be the bridge or the line between the company that you're doing work for and their prospective audience, or in this case, their customer. So reason number 3 why natural light is awesome, which is less gear. Seriously, if you've got all your gear in your bag and it's on your back and you're able to go to wherever you need to go, you're able to spend a lot more time and money on, cameras and lenses and things like that. That is really crucial to your job. You're not having to spend all this additional money on things like lights and different bits and pieces and backdrops. I mean, yes, that's still important and it's still crucial and critical at times, but if you're a natural light photographer, your money's going to be more well spent in specific things like lenses and camera bodies. You're not having to worry about all that extra peripheral stuff that's going to help you achieve the photo. Additionally, it also means less gear to carry around, which is also really, really important. You're able to spend more time shooting, actually doing the doing, which, that's what it's all about anyway. Reason number 4, natural light. It sounds obvious, natural light photography, a good reason is natural light. There's just something so delicious and tasty about natural light that I just don't think studio lights can replicate. They can get close and they can get, the right temperature and things like that, but natural light, it's just, there's something about natural light that is just brings so much more warmth and body and intimacy to whatever it is that you're shooting. If you were doing something like shooting a mountain, there's no amount of lights that you can bring that's going to light that mountain up. You need to rely on natural light, and it just looks so much better anyway. Imagine your models or your subject in front of a mountainscape or an ocean or something like that, and everything's just hitting the right way. It contextually looks relevant. You're not having like a weird light coming from the side that's lighting them up that's actually confusing because the sunlight's coming this way. Make sense? And reason number 5 to wrap up natural light, which is spontaneity. There's something just so fun about the spontaneity of doing things out in the environment, doing things spontaneously. You're not having to worry about picking up the gear and moving it to the next place or anything like that. You can turn around and go, you know what, this isn't working, let's just shuffle things around, and it just works that way. You're able to be mobile, you're able to spontaneously change the environment, change the scene, change the way a look is going to suit the vision that you actually need to achieve. So now that we've wrapped up the natural light side, let's have a look at the 5 key reasons why studio photography is awesome, with number 1 being control of environment. I will admit there's something awesome about being able to control the environment and going, you know what, let's just keep the same light exactly the same for a little bit longer because it's just working. Being able to do studio photography without people walking through the scene or a massive gust of air like blowing through, or the sun disappearing behind a mountain or a cloud, or whatever. There's something just awesome about being able to completely control the environment to make sure you're getting exactly what you want to get and what you need to achieve. All these other additional things, it kind of can help interrupt your subject subject is so annoying. So being able to have complete control and lock things in a vacuum so that it's not going to be interrupted, so you can just keep going and going, is awesome. I'll totally admit that. Reason number 2 for studio photography, repeatability. So if you had a client that, you know, brought out a new season's t-shirts and they needed, you know, shots on a white background or something like that, being able to repeat that same look for them is important for their continuity, and them being able to bring the work to you because you can repeat that process and you can repeat that look is obviously important for you, because it's more work coming through the door. I mean, it's the same principle if you had a company that just wanted to do headshots and, you know, they bring a new employee in and you can come and replicate the exact same look, the exact same process as their 100 other employees so that everything looks concise and uniformed. They're gonna love you for that, and they're gonna keep coming back because you can provide the same consistent results. Okay, reason number 3 studio photography works is the ease. I mean, honestly, you're not having to climb up a mountain, you know, the light's not disappearing, it's not all of a sudden gonna bucket down rain. You can turn around and at 2 a.m. go, I'm gonna start shooting, and turn everything on, and you can do that because it's not a hassle. You don't have to wait for anything. You can just crack on with it. The most annoying thing that's gonna get in your way is the traffic of getting from your house to the studio. Or if you've got a studio built inside your house, it's even easier. I mean, honestly, the amount of times I've had to postpone something because the weather's just not right, or it's not creating the right look, or we've just got to sit back and wait half an hour because we need this thing to, you know, move a person, or the sun just to dip a little bit more. Being able to have the ease of just going, you know what, it's going to achieve exactly how I want it to look in a matter of minutes is just, it's amazing. Okay, reason number 4 studio photography works is customizable. Customizability? Customizing. Whatever. You can customize things. You can turn around and go, you know what, we need this light to achieve this specific look this client wants, so you can just go and buy it, bring it in, and that's it. You can use it then time and time again. You could rent something. You can get helpers to come and help customize the scene. You can have all these different props. You can customize things to look exactly the way you want it to look. As opposed to natural light, where if you turn around and go, you know what, that big boulder's in the way, you ain't moving that thing unless you've got a crane or an excavator. I mean, you just have to deal with exactly how everything looks. But with Studio Works, you can turn around and move things and customize them to be exactly the way you need the photo to look, which is awesome, obviously. Clients will love it. It's easy for you. You're being able to strip down everything and build it right back up in a day or so, I don't know, however long it takes. Either way, you can tailor things to be exactly the way you need it to be. Okay, and the last reason why studio photography is awesome is experimenting. I mean, it's kind of like customizable. You can experiment, you can trial and error, and you can trial and error consistently without it being a hassle. I mean, if you decide that you want to experiment on, you know, a vodka bottle, say, and you want to try just different lighting techniques and this and that, I mean, it's not paid work, it's just upskilling yourself. You can do that for hours and hours and hours, days, weeks, you know, whatever it is, until you go, yep, cool, I'm happy. I've experimented, I've got the look that I want. Now I can do this for clients. Natural light, I mean, you've only got so much experimenting you can do. If you miss that sunset, it's gone. You are waiting 24 hours for it to happen again. There is less room for experimenting with natural light. There's a heck of a lot more for experimenting with studio, at least the consistent experimenting. So what do we do with this information? Like, what does it mean for you? And that's kind of the key. It all depends on you. By all means, trial and error, find what sticks and find what's going to be a long-term great solution for you. You're not stuck in one camp. You can do both, obviously, but there will be something that you're just naturally drawn to that it will just keep you getting up out of bed every single day. So where to from here? I mean, this is where the fun part is. You get to start going out and experimenting yourself. You don't have to have like a massive studio to start practicing or experimenting with studio photography. You can even just get like a little table light or a desk light or something like that and just start trialing things, seeing how it works for you. Or if you want to go the natural light path, you can just start going outside, grab a friend, start shooting stuff. Whatever it is, experiment and find out what suits with you. Other than that, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, tell your mum, all that sort of thing. If you've just started diving into the world of becoming a paid photographer and you're wondering what the reality is, you should check out my other video. It'll help point out some things you might want to know about. Other than that, see you later.